So I'll be installing BBK headers on a 2011 Dodge Ram 1500, and you'll have to check the truck up, put the jack stands, and remove a wheel and your fender liners. As soon as that off, I already removed my manifolds. So the reason I'm doing mine, because mine, my stud was broken, my truck was making noise. So this is the broken stud. And I tried using the extractor tool and it broke off. So I'm going to try welding a nut on it, a washer nut, and see if I can take that off. And this is on the passenger side. The passenger side is a little easier. You don't have to take off as much stuff. But for me, I needed to remove my my intake, because I have a SMB cold air intake, so I needed to remove that. But other than that, I put these hoses out of the way so you can remove your manifold and put your new headers in. Also, I disconnected the ABS cable and I removed this thing out of here because it was in the way. And you gotta remove these two bolts from your catalytic converter. For the driver's side, as you can see, I already have the headers out too. And you have to remove your, I think, your steering shaft. There's a bolt right here, maybe a bolt here that you got to take out. And once you remove that, you got to remove your dipstick and the dipstick bolt. And for the driver's side, you got to remove the oil dipstick. There's a 10mm bolt that's supposed to go right there. You see that rusted spot right there where I have tape? That's where the dipstick slides in, and the 10mm goes in there. And once you remove the 10mm, you can wiggle the dipstick out. It was a little hard for me to wiggle it out, but eventually it got wiggled out, and you can pull it out through the top. Also, once you remove this, it just slides out. Careful, don't mess up your steering. Just keep it like this. This book can pull up and pull down when you put it in, but careful, don't spin your steering wheel. I put some tape on my steering wheel just for it can be locked in. Then I took some WD-40 and some sandpaper, like 400 grit to like 1000 grit, around there, and I sprayed sandpaper with WD-40, and as you can see how clean they are. They look much cleaner than they did before. I'll show you how it looked before on the other side. And this is on the passenger side. You can see I start cleaning them. It looks clean, and then the last one I didn't finish cleaning because I wanted to show you how it looks. You see all that black stuff, and this side doesn't even have it no more. Yeah, I just took some WD-40 and sandpaper and just start cleaning this off, and it was coming out, and it becomes really shiny, just so the gasket can seal it better. And these are the new headers. These are the BBK. It comes with the gaskets, the bolts, I mean the whole kit. Also, for the driver's side, you will have to bend this bracket right here. You'll have to bend that down. Just take a hammer and you can go behind the frame and you can hit it right here just to bend this bracket down, because it'll be in the way. And also for the dipstick, there's going to be, you have to take the bolt out with the heat shield. You'll see it. Let me give you a recap. This is the driver's side, and I already got them installed. I got the dipstick already installed, everything installed. The steering shaft is back, and there's two bolts on the bottom here. It's going to be hard to get to them. You got to use like a wrench or something, dude. It's really tough to get underneath these two bolts, or like 3 bolts. It's kind of hard to get to. And the dipstick was kind of pain to screw back in, but I finally managed to get it. And you can see I use a spacer. They provide a spacer. This is for the dipstick bracket. I put it right here, and the spacer, and I torqued this down to 18 foot-pounds. The ones I can reach, I torqued down to 18 foot-pounds, and the rest I just did it snug. And that's about it. And I'm about to do the driver's side or passenger side. And you can see I was able to I welded a nut on it, and it was like my fourth try. I finally got it out with the welder. So the stud, here's the stud, it's already out. Yeah, I just welded a nut and it finally came out. It took me like 4 tries almost. You can see it just kept breaking off. But it finally, the weld finally grabbed, because I think it was of the extractor. It didn't want to grab the extractor. It was giving me a problem. But you can see now it's out of there and it's free. And I checked the threads, everything's fine. So I'm about to put this side on. Okay, so after putting everything in, this is how it looks. This is how I did it. And the instructions doesn't really say how to do it. So this is the passenger side. And this is the driver side. Everything's back, the dipsticks goes there. For the dipstick, the bolt was actually hard to get to, so that was a little pain. And this is how I did the exhaust. You see the nut on top for the exhaust? That one over there? Yeah, I couldn't put the nut on because the guy stripped or something, but it's holding really good. And I started the truck a bunch of times and there's no leaks or nothing. So that's it. That's about it. Okay, so I'm about to start my truck. I've been driving for like 2 weeks and everything seems fine. And I'm about to start it, and my truck's gonna have a different sound because I already have the cold air intake. This is from the SMB. And I have a carbon exhaust. So it's gonna sound different. I'm about to start it.